Hi, Dr. B, Sports Psych and CMPC. Building off the mindfulness video from before, I'm going to take you through a brief visualization that I do. Now, if you remember from the video, fantastic, but let me give you a little rundown about this. The visual imagery that I'm using today is specifically just to help people be in that present moment, work on not being judgmental of thoughts or other distractions that may pop into their heads. And it's really about building this foundation to help in those moments we want to perform, we want to focus, we want to better manage our stress, our emotions, our energy levels. So visualization can be used in a lot of different ways, and I use it in specific situations, whether it's in sports or even people who, door-to-door salesmen, I've had people do visualization for that. This is more about finding your kind of base level where you feel at most peace, at most at home, you're most relaxed, you're most happy, you're most stress-free. Again, it depends kind of what the goal is. So this is not something that is super detailed because it is your job to create the detail. Typically, when I use this type of imagery, what we're looking to do is build a foundation of mindfulness, of building a foundation of being able to recognize when thoughts, emotions, energy is not being helpful to the situation and just dismissing them. And again, in a calm, non-judgmental way. The way I typically build it out is we do 1 to 2 minutes of this mindfulness practice, and then we hone on to something. So for example, I am floating in water. I'm floating next to a beach. It's very relaxing for me, but I don't always have time to sit and do this for 2 minutes and focus on that. So I have shortened that up, and I practiced enough where I can get into that spot really, really quickly, where I literally have a physical reaction. I can feel calmness. I can feel how I'm syncing up with the waves. And I know how weird and sprinkles and rainbows this all sounds. For those of you who know me, you know I'm not all sprinkles and rainbows. However, I'm able to get to that spot really quickly when I need to. And for me, sometimes it's just about the breath and just thinking about that spot. Other times I just have to say float. So those are different ways. I use that 1 to 2 minutes to create a foundation so we can find that word, that image, that feeling, that thing that helps you get into that ideal spot for you to be able to, whether it's perform and be in the right headspace for that, be more focused for a presentation, be more focused for a meeting, or again, holidays are coming up. I know none of your families are really, really stressful. However, some people find that stressful. So to be able to take that time to take a breath and get in a good spot. So that's the purpose of this visualization today. Again, you are creating all the things. I encourage you to write this out as you go, so that you can reference it later, or I even have some people that will write out their visualization script and record it so they can listen to it and not have to, again, spend too much time thinking, just more time getting into that moment. So first, I want you to get into a comfortable spot. Sitting, lying down, it doesn't matter. I want you to be comfortable. Once you're in that spot, you should go ahead and close your eyes. Focus on your breathing, just normal breaths. Feeling your chest rise and fall. And things are going to pop into your head, and that's okay. I want you to think of them as clouds just passing by. Take a breath in, use that breath, just blow that cloud, blow that thought away. It'll be there later if it's important. Now we're going to go from our regular breathing to deeper breaths. So I'm going to take a nice big deep breath in, take it all the way down to the bottom of my stomach into the diaphragm, and then fill up, working my way from the bottom to the top. Air is making my chest rise. And gently, slowly, in control, breathe out. And again, I'm going to take a nice, big, deep breath in, going all the way to the bottom of my belly, filling up. I'm going to slowly push that air out, working from the bottom up to the top. And exhaling. And we're going to focus on this nice controlled breathing. I want you to think of the place where you are the happiest, where you're the most relaxed, where you're the most stress-free. What does it look like? What do you see? Is there anyone or anything with you? Are there animals? If it's in your room, are there candles? Are there posters? Do you have any people again or pets with you? Or maybe if you're outside, there might be birds flying. I want you to get as detailed as you possibly can, as if you are there. Once you have your full surroundings, I want you to start to think of the sounds that you hear in this place. Now that you have all the sounds in your place, what do you physically feel? Are you barefoot? Are you sitting on something? Are you laying on something? Maybe you're walking. Is there a breeze? Is the sun out? Maybe in the rain is where you feel most stress-free. Are you in a cozy set of pajamas? What are all the things that you are physically feeling while you're in this spot? What do you smell? Is there freshly cut grass? Maybe there's someone cooking something. Maybe you like to use scented candles, or your perfume or your lotion. Again, no detail is too small. I want you to completely immerse yourself in your place. Continue to focus on that controlled inhale and exhale. I now want you to start to turn your focus towards the internal things that you notice. What's your energy level like? What emotions are you currently feeling? Are there any thoughts in your head? How does your body feel? Are you relaxed? Are you warm? Again, I want you to take time to really immerse yourself as if you are actually in this place. No detail is too small. Now I'm going to give you some time. Just sit and be in this place without me talking for 30 seconds. As you're ready, I want you to start to focus more on your inhales and exhales, and slowly open your eyes. Again, this is a skill that you built. This may have been something that was really challenging for you. It could have been challenging to get into that spot. It could have been challenging to stay focused. But I'm going to encourage you to keep practicing. Go through those questions. And again, I'm trying to get into that immersive experience like I'm actually there. And the challenge is going to be a little bit different for all of you. But 1 to 2 minutes, honestly, 2 to 3 times a week is a great place to start. But I want you to be intentional about it. So I want you to plan, is it something you do in the morning? Maybe before you get out of bed, something before you go to bed are like 2 most popular times that people choose. But again, you know what's going to work best for you. Take some time to build the skill. There are definitely going to be days when it's really frustrating and it's going to be hard to get into that spot. But I want you to work on being able to be in that spot with minimal distractions. For example, if within 2 minutes you had 100 different thoughts that you were getting distracted by and getting upset over, if the next time you get it to 99, 95, 90, that's success. And if the next time you feel you had 200 distractions, that's okay. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you were stressed. Maybe you were hungry. Maybe you did have an exceptionally challenging day. Because again, when we're trying to build the skill, trying to build the foundation, we want to do it in as controlled and calm of an environment as possible, so that we essentially build up that muscle and get really strong in it. So we are in those high stress, high stakes, high pressure situations, you can call on that really quickly and be able to use that. Thank you guys for sticking around for this video. And as you know, mindset matters.